Brain implants can now literally read minds, which, while a medical miracle, raises new ethical questions. Scientists at Stanford University have managed to invent a brain-computer interface device that can read your inner thoughts. So when you think a sentence like, wow, this TikTok is enlightening, but perhaps you don't say it aloud, well, now scientists can hear exactly that phrase in your head as you think it, which is kind of very scary. Today, we're going to talk about how they managed to do this and what impact it's going to have on your future. So the short version is that they work with brain-computer interfaces, which connects a person's nervous system to implanted electrodes capable of interpreting brain activity, sometimes allowing them to perform actions, like using a prosthetic hand, and sometimes trying to get a sense of their thoughts. These same researchers were previously able to give a voice to people who were unable to speak by capturing signals in the cortex of their brain as they attempted to move their mouths, tongues, and vocal cords, but this new bit of research tries to do the exact opposite. Instead, they're trying to decode what they're thinking in real time without the effort of trying to speak. To achieve this, researchers implanted microelectrodes in the motor cortex to record neural signals, and the researchers asked them to try to speak or imagine a series of words. Both actions activated overlapping areas of the brain and elicited similar types of brain activity. Then, AI models were used to recognize the phonemes, or basic units of language, in those signals and translate them into sentences and words so that we could see what they were thinking without them saying it aloud. It had an accuracy rate of up to 74%, and to be clear, this is like the prototype. This is like the alpha release, the first thing that has ever been tried. And future systems could indeed be significantly more fluid, rapid, and rely on inner speech alone. And then the article goes on to talk about privacy concerns, and I'll put on my tinfoil hat for this one because I certainly don't want anybody to know what I'm thinking during this part of the video. But as brain-computer interfaces become more common pieces of technology, and we have the ability to do things like understand your inner thought or hear what you're thinking even if you're not saying it aloud, then there's a whole new era of privacy concerns. As the researchers say, this means the line between private and public thought may become more blurred than we assume. And one of the professors that worked on this actually wrote a book called The Battle for Your Brain, Defending the Right to Think Freely in the Age of Neurotechnology. Hey, tinfoil hat, got it here, we're good to go. But it is obvious that as we push the technology forward, our brains will become more transparent and what we think will become increasingly public. What's concerning is that if brain-computer interface devices become more common, more public, more widely used, then what you're thinking all the time could just be collected as marketing data, which I find to be scary.